So how could I get any luckier than to be in my delicious backyard with one of my dearest friends and most gorgeous women on the planet, Gurutej. We're here today to talk about the moon. She rocks you. So how did you begin to understand this process and create this extraordinary book and program for women?
You know, my teacher brought it up one time. He was talking about it. He said, you know, there's these 11 moon centers in women, and he talked about it for about 10 minutes. And we were all like, wow, that's really interesting. And then promptly forgot about it until I went back and started reading through my notes. And I was like, this is really cool. Because if you understand this and you look ahead, you get to go, wow, in 3 days, I'm going to be the PR magnet of the universe. Wouldn't that be the best time to interview somebody that, you know, I really wanted to do PR for, or promote my own product, or, you know, help really build out something into the world?
Exactly.
If we knew these things. So it's like, what I think of it as is it's a map quest for your gifts.
And so just to explain to the viewers here, these moon centers, when I first heard it, I thought the moon centers were like of the moon in the sky.
Right. No, but moon centers are places in a woman's body. Okay. So we want to go over them really quickly?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one is your brow line. Okay. Or your hairline, really.
Okay.
And it's all about dreams. It's about downloading of intuition and knowingness, okay,
Nice.
and being able to utilize those
what
dreams.
You download.
And because there's so each one of these moon centers that I'm going to explain has the positive, the challenge, and the neutral.
Right.
Okay. So this is all about dreams and visions. So the challenge is you feel like you have no intuition. You don't know what you're doing. And the neutral is you're able to share this and fearlessly take it out into the world and share it with who it belongs to. Right?
Okay.
The next one, and I have to say this is like a little warning. Everybody's does not go in the same order. We'll talk about that in 1 minute.
That is frustrating.
It's so frustrating.
I wish we just had like the simple...
Okay, right. The simple thing would be like everybody goes in your hairline, then your eyebrows, then your cheeks, then your lips, then your... But that's not the way it goes because you're all individual.
But then I kind of like that, right?
Yes.
Why would we want to be robots? Each of us are uniquely delicious.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
So number 2 is which one?
Number 2 is your eyebrows.
Okay.
And your eyebrows, think about these things. They're crazy great things, your eyebrows.
I love my
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
Shield your eyes, right, from, you know, anything falling into them.
Right.
And we do all sorts of wild things to them. I remember when my daughter went to Honduras, she came back and she had plucked all her eyebrows out and penciled it. Because that's what the people were doing there, and she wanted to see how it felt.
Well,
so eyebrows, everywhere, eyebrows, we do things to our eyebrows.
It's true.
But what happens in this moon center is it's about healing dreams. It's about knowing what you need to heal yourself, knowing what you need to heal other people. It's allowing that to come through you. Understanding. Women are all healers. It's unlocking that healing quality.
Beautiful.
And in this one, it's very obvious that we're healers. What do we do with our children? What do they love the most? When they get hurt, what do they come running to mommy?
Right.
They want to be hugged. They want this, which is connected to the heart. They want that healing. They want that knowing.
Yes.
So tremendous healing.
Nice.
Right. That's what this is about. And when you're in the challenged aspect of it, you feel extremely frustrated that you are not what you're supposed to be. You're not doing what you're supposed to be.
You're not fully utilizing all that you have to give and receive.
Absolutely.
Got it.
So the next one is your cheeks. And what do we do with our cheeks? We make them rosy. We love them. We, you know, high cheekbones. Oh, fabulous. You know, we do all this thing about our cheeks.
Yes.
Children, we pinch them. We, you know, love cheeks. Yes. Cheeks, in the cheeks, you are a PR magnet. Oh, my God. You are a public relations. You can promote anything.
Wow. Okay.
In the challenged, you feel like you don't have a clue how to get from A to B, much less to Z. Right? It's that frustrated of like not knowing what steps to take to do this, not even to acknowledging like you need, okay, I'm not that good at this, so I need somebody to do this part of the puzzle.
Right.
You don't know that.
So I want you to keep going, but just a question. So if I'm trying to figure out what to delegate, what I'm good at, I want to promote myself, but I don't even know how to get from A to B, and I notice my moon cycle, I'm in a time that's not my cheeks, I'm somewhere else, then I just get to give myself permission just to chill for a couple days, do what I'm supported to do well, and the answers will come when I get into my cheek cycle.
Yes.
Am I getting it?
They will, if you're in your positive or neutral state, right?
Okay, right.
But what the book does
Yes.
is it gives you tools
Yes.
all along the way
Yes.
of how to get into the positive and neutral
Of
states. Because who wants to waste 2.5 days waiting till you get to the next one and hoping you're not going to be in the challenge state of that one, right?
True.
You want to be in
You
the
want to
positive
ensure
or
it.
neutral state in each one.
All the
So
time.
that's what
to
the
best.
book is.
Got it.
You get tools to take you out of the challenge state in each one. You don't have to wait around. Not that you don't want to chill, you do. Chilling means that you have the capacity to meditate, and there's tons of really wonderful short meditations that you can do throughout the whole thing.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Next
So
one is
after
lips. What do we love with our lips? What do our lips do? Kiss. Talk.
Yes.
Have you ever tried to talk without moving your lips?
It doesn't work.
It really doesn't work very well.
I have to go to the dentist later, so let's not talk about that.
Yeah, so your lips are the place where you become extremely talkative. And you can talk about anything. When you're in the challenge state, sharp tongue cutting down, breaking, just those places where we don't like ourselves and nobody else likes to be around us. Okay.
Got it.
The drama, trauma, whiny, bitchy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. The neutral is you speak to uplift others. That you consciously know that this is why I'm here, is to choose to uplift as opposed to take people apart.
Beautiful.
All right?
I like that.
Yes. So the next one is earlobes.
Oh,
Okay.
I love these.
We put things in our earlobes, right? We love things in our earlobes. We dress them up. We, do all sorts of fabulous things to our
My
earlobes.
son loves my earlobes. He's like, he has this fetish for my earlobes.
I can't tell you how many children do.
Really?
So many children will just like do this.
That's what he does.
They go into this state with
and
their
then he
mother's
just leaves.
earlobes,
That's
right?
Why does he do that?
Wait till you find out what earlobes are about.
Okay.
They're about your value systems.
Oh.
When you're in your earlobes, you want to check in and find out, am I living to my values? Are we in relationship? When you're in relationship with somebody?
Yes.
With our values. Are we living to our values?
Oh.
Are we checking in?
Wow.
And, okay, so this is the positive. The neutral is, yes, we are. We are living to those values, and we're taking them out and doing something about them.
Huh.
In your challenge, of course, you're going, no, I totally, who cares? I'm doing what I'm doing. You just don't even want to pay attention to that. So, but that's
so you're
why
in avoidance or denial.
Number one, they're very soft. That's why children love them,
Yeah.
and they're used to having access to them when they nurse. But it's also, they're stimulating the values. They're stimulating your values. Like, okay, what are your values? What are our values together?
Right.
Okay. Children are so intuitive. They know all these things intuitively, right?
He's 9 and he's still into my earlobes.
Yes. it doesn't make any difference. They don't go away, right?
Right.
So what's the next beautiful thing, right? The nape of your neck.
Oh.
The nape of our neck is so sensitive, right? Who doesn't love to have the nape of your neck kissed?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
somebody brushes their lips against the nape of your neck and you're just like, okay, hi.
What do you want? I'll give it to you.
What do you need? We're just like, the nape of your neck is so sensitive.
Yes.
In the nape of the neck, it's exactly about that. It's about romantic. It's about, you want to hear people speak to you in a romantic voice. You're very sensitive about voices at that point in time. So somebody's speaking to you like this, you're like, no,
yes, I get
can
that.
you slow it down and just speak to me?
So I can drink it in.
Yes, you want to drink it. You want to be romanced. Okay. In the challenge, you want to pay attention because you can be romanced by someone who has no intentions of doing anything with any kind of depth. So the beware
Good
is
to
like,
know.
the fantasy is like,
He's
but there's no check. You haven't done your background check, okay? There's no background check in the nape of the neck.
That was marriage number 1 and 2. Probably got married on the nape of the neck day or something.
Right? Yeah. Didn't do those background checks. Okay, so your nipples. Our nipples are, we love them. We know they're sensitive. We love having them touched and sucked and all these kinds of things. We also, as women, have an extra arc line than men on the nipples, nipple to nipple. This is a place where you cannot do enough for everyone. You are overgiving. You are like, oh my God, what can I do for you? Can I cook for you? Can I do your laundry? Can I take care of you? Can I, write your resume for you? Can I, what can I help you with?
Right.
In the neutral,
Uh-huh.
you are very compassionate, but you don't necessarily have to be overgiving.
Right. We still keep our sense of self,
Yes.
healthy boundaries.
Yes. And in the challenged, you feel like you have nothing to give.
Oh, you're just depleted.
You're depleted, yes.
Got
Which
it.
happens usually when you're extremely tired.
Right.
Next is your navel. Your navel is all about energy, right? This is the time where you need to get out and exercise. You need to do things. You've got the power to like move the world, change things.
Got
You
it.
can like, look at something and go, okay, I'm redoing my office right now.
Got it.
It's like, yes, your navel. It's like in the world, you're doing that.
Mm.
And of course, when you're in the challenge, you don't want to get off the couch. It's kind of like, oh yeah, okay.
Depressed, lethargic.
Right. So it's like the best time to, make a deal with somebody. When I'm in this, will you make sure that you get me to come exercise, with
Right.
you? Can we go to a class together? Because I'm not going to want to do it.
Ah.
So that's what charting these does for you, is it gives you ahead of time, you get to see the gifts and the pitfalls, and you can set it up so that you don't fall into the abyss.
I love this.
Right?
So there is, how many was that?
You're down to the navel. We
Okay.
have how many more? 3 more.
Okay.
We have the inner thighs.
They're so sexy, these places.
Yes, they're so sexy. Your clitoris.
Oh.
And the membranes of your vagina.
Oh my God, it gets better and better.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. This is not for the weak of heart. I mean, if you're a prude, this is not going to work for you, okay? But
So-
let's break out, women, and understand we
Thank
have all
you.
these amazing parts.
And just our
And
bodies are
they're totally amazing.
delicious. Yeah.
Yes. And if you know what these, all the great aspects of these, then you can actually fearlessly utilize them, okay? So
Yes.
your inner thighs
Yes.
are all about, no one is going to, get anything over you when you're in your inner thighs. It's about, you're very confirmed, you're very strong. One of the things in yoga that you say is squeeze your inner thighs, and most people go, I have no idea what you mean by that.
Oh, I do.
They don't know how to squeeze their inner thighs. Now,
I
what
do.
happens when you squeeze your inner thighs,
Yes.
try it right now, squeeze
Yes.
your inner thighs,
Yes.
it makes you lift up on your rectum and sex organs,
Yes.
which allows you to contain your own energy instead
Nice.
of leaking it out.
Oh, nice.
Women leak all this energy out of
Ah.
our lower centers all the time by the way we stand, by the way we, So that, squeezing your inner thighs, gives you back this very confirmed, strong,
It's like
powerful
a container for this
Container.
life force energy.
container.
So you're supposed to squeeze your inner thighs all the time?
Well, when you're standing, if you squeeze your inner thighs, if
Uh-huh.
you squeeze your inner thighs and then you relax, and then you squeeze your inner thighs and you relax,
Uh-huh.
you will get even more than a Kegel, because it will involve your rectum, your inner thighs, and you'll get really strong inner thighs. Now, it's not going to make them tough so you don't feel anything.
Right.
It just creates a tremendous core strength. And when you're in this moon center, what
Yes.
it's about that strength. It's about that confirmation. Do not lie to me. Don't tell me that stuff. That is not true. Okay.
Right.
We know we're very straight. We're not emotional about it in that center. It's just like, no,
Clear.
cut to the chase. This
Wow.
is it. Why did? So, of course, when you're in the challenge, it's kind of like, oh, I don't know. What do you think? That
defer
kind of
to
like,
others.
yes,
Give
give
away
your
your
power
power.
away,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. But it's the internal power.
Yes.
Your navel is about your world power. Your inner thighs is about your internal knowingness and
I
power.
love that
right?
feeling. Yeah.
Yes, it's like,
Mhm.
yes. Okay. Your clitoris, and you're going to love this, is a time where you're extremely social.
Oh.
It doesn't necessarily mean you're going into group sex, but my teacher said, you all have such a limited idea of sex. You should have sex with the whole universe.
Thank you. Oh,
Really?
I love this.
Really?
Sexual, instead of being sexual, like the sexualness of like just drinking in this tree and the breeze and
Yes.
our friendship and my kitty cat's over there and just your
Yes,
beautiful
it's like,
clothes.
oh,
Yeah.
yes, you, juicy. Oh,
Yeah.
my God, yes. So your clitoris is
Making
you
love
want
with the world.
making love with the world.
Ah.
It's about, you can go out. It's a great time to have a party. It's a great time to have really important people over. You will attract all sorts of people that you need
Oh.
when you're in your clitoris, in your life, to become that juiciness in the world. Okay?
Nice.
If you are in the challenged aspect of it,
Yes.
all you want to do is hang out with your friends who are your safe clique, so that
Oh.
nothing new can
Come in.
come in and
Open you.
make
Expand
you,
you.
you feel very insecure and just want to be with those people.
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Membranes of your vagina. All right. Membranes of your vagina.
Yes.
All right, the neutral is the best of this one, so I'm going to tell you it first.
Okay.
Nothing moves you. the beginning and the ends are all the same to you. You're in such a neutral state. It's like, okay, you are okay with everything because you are totally in the flow of the divine. Right?
Wow.
It's like, yes,
Circumstances
I get it.
They don't even matter.
And if you've ever had a child and you know what your membranes of your vagina have to do, all the work they have to do to get that child out and give it birth. But the more stressed out that you get about getting them out, the harder it becomes.
It's true.
The more relaxed that those muscles become.
Mommy and baby are one.
Yes, you just do this dance and it's like they come out. So that's what the membranes of the vagina is about. And it's about also knowing who you invite into your sacredness. Okay?
Yes.
The fact of making love with the world is very important. The fact of utilizing the person that you make love with, that you allow into this sanctuary, is because you want to experience the divinity of that.
Yes.
All right. So this is very sacred, but very powerful. And, you know, women are extremely what you allow into that sacred space.
Yes.
You hold for 7 years. So you want to understand that the membranes of these vagina have a very long memory. They have a very strong and powerful memory.
So you're saying when you invite someone sexually into your body, you hold that imprint, shall we say, for 7 years.
Yes. A whole cycle of consciousness.
Wisely.
Well.
Whoa.
Yes. Deliciously. Let these membranes talk to you because they have an intuition and a knowingness. And that it's very important that you listen all of the time. But when you're in there, listen to the wisdom of that. We just, we have all these names. If you've ever gone to the vagina monolith, down there, pussy, all these things. But these membranes of the vagina are amazing. Okay, when you're in this center, core wisdom. Yes. That's what that center is really about.
I didn't know this until this minute with you. However, when I would talk to my clients, on a date, I would say, just in the middle of the date, go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet and just start talking to your vagina. Ask her.
Yes.
Because she'll know.
So now you could say, it's the membranes of your
now
vagina.
Now I know why. Because I've been lost in, he's so gorgeous. Wow, he has a lot of money. Wow, I'm sure lonely. Like, I'll get lost and not listen to the that she will tell you.
Yes.
And if you don't listen to her, or you're not in the positive aspects of these membranes of the vagina, what happens? Does that happen where you just...
What happens is that you feel like a complete zero. You feel like a zero. And what happens to you after you have sex with somebody that you know you shouldn't have?
You feel like
a zero. Like a complete zero, right?
Totally, yeah.
Okay.
Used.
So used, yeah. But who used you?
You did. We did.
You allowed yourself to go after... I mean, prostitution is not about being paid money. Prostitution is about giving over our essence in a place where it's not
valued.
Honored.
Yeah, yes, totally. I remember when I first bought my first house, my mom said, don't let anyone through these doors that that you don't trust and that doesn't respect you. And that's sort of like a symbol for our body, our home, our life.
Yes. So all of these centers, the beauty about them is they give you back your power.
Yes.
They give you the capacity, should you choose to be smart enough and wise enough, which I trust you are, to be willing to, for like 3 months, start charting these things.
So that's what the next step. We chart for 3 months.
Yes. And you get a friend to do it with you, a partner, a friend, whatever, and you have fun, and you chart each other's with different colors each month, so you can keep track, and then you will see, it will emerge how yours move. How this moves between here, because like Allana could be eyebrows, nipples, membranes of the vagina, navel, and I could be hairline, earlobes, nape of the neck. So it's like you want to know, and sometimes we can see ourselves really well, and sometimes we can't see ourselves well at all.
Well, if we're in the challenge part, we probably can't see us, right?
So somebody else can see you, and don't jump on them when they say, "Oh, I think that you could be in your earlobes," and maybe it's a challenge. Don't go. Why do you think it's a challenge? I mean, just it's
all good.
It's all good.
Learning to flow.
Yeah. Allow the other person to tell you that without biting their head off. So get somebody who's really close to you.
Okay.
And make it fun.
So we're going to chart for 3 months to get our particular cycle while simultaneously learning the different meditations or the ways to shift from the challenge to the positive.
I have food in there. I have meditations. I have exercise. I have all sorts of things.
So even as we're charting for 3 months, we're immediately going to start to see shifts through these meditations and the food.
Really, you can do them. They're so simple. This is not like saying, okay, sit down for 2.5 hours, which is what my teacher did to us. This is like 3 minutes, 11 minutes. Give yourself these short little things.
So we just need 3 to 11 minutes a day to learn this information, to shift ourselves.
And then another 3 to 11 minutes to do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
It's really that simple.
I think we can do that. We've got 24 hours in a day.
Really, what if you gave yourself 10% of your day, 2.5 hours of your day was devoted to you?
You know what I would be? I'd just be liquid lusciousness. I would be potent pleasure. I would be unstoppable.
Potent pleasure. That sounds like something you should bottle, doesn't it? Like potent pleasure. It's like, yes. So we talk about, giving 10% of our income away, all of those things we know about. But do we think about 10% of our day to our soul? 10% of our day to our essence, to building our essence? So that's what this program will help you do. And there's a program on the back end. My site is Gurutej.com. And right now there's a special.
Good.
And you can order the book, digital or pre-sale, the book. And there's also a whole program behind it that you can look at. And there's a really wonderful, a lot of learning that you can do on it.
Beautiful. So you want to go to Gurutej.com.
Gurutej.com.
Good. And then you'll find the Moon She Rocks You.
Yes,
book,
right on the top. And then you
or-
can go into the store and go into the whole program, The Moon She Rocks.
Beautiful. And so get 2 for you and a friend, you and a lover. I mean,
Yes.
how wouldn't it be fun for your lover? Sweetie, you're in your nipples. You're definitely in your vaginal membranes, baby.
Yes,
I think if you have a partner, do it with him.
Oh, totally.
Or her.
Yes.
And then within 3 months from now, not only will you have shifted all those challenge areas to an area of neutrality or expansion, you'll also be able to map out your future potency and power moving forward and set yourself up to win, your business to win, your relationships to win, your self-esteem to win.
Yes. This is about teaching women things that they can actually do. Could you imagine if all of you would teach your daughters and your nieces and all of these young girls, all of these things?
Yes.
And if the men could understand, okay, she's in this. If I ran her a bath when she's in this Challenge Moon Center, or if I sent her out with her friends, or if I, said, let's sit down and meditate together, oh my God.
He could guide us and win rather than, try to sit in his cave and be away from us, which makes us feel so abandoned.
Really, I have whole things in there about hug the bitch, fearlessly hug the bitch when she's in the center, and then do this for her. Right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting one, and I'm going to do it with my boyfriend, and it's going to be supportive to both of us.
Yes.
And is this what your boyfriend does with you? He knows where you are?
He's so good.
Yeah?
He's mostly so good, and when he's not, he knows about it. I'm not exactly one to mince words. Thank God he can take me.
Yeah, well, but we all, it seems like when we all start to fall in love with this part of ourselves, the truth of us, and not make ourselves wrong or be ashamed of when we're challenged, we can do something about it and really get back to that self-confidence. We do attract a partner that can be with us.
Yes.
Because we can be with us.
That's right.
And we're no longer judging us, so neither will he.
No longer scared about being, he used to say, oh, you're so alpha. I'm like, yes!
I love that you're alpha.
This is not a secret. Not a secret, not a problem.
This is beautiful. I love you and appreciate you. This is extraordinary, ancient work that you've turned into a way that we want modern women can use, utilize, and thrive with.
Yes.
Yes, Gurutej.com. Go now and flourish, you beautiful women. And until next time, all my love.
Yes.